All you can see are empty rooms. Empty streets where before you had so much life. Where before you cross and walk. All you can feel are quiet school. School that is usually full of noise. The school where you get a lot of new things. Can you describe that moment when you get tired? People will worry about you. But now, what happened? People will avoid you even when you just feel tired, even when you just need smart. The rooms are getting smaller. When you are in the same room with your friends, but it feels like you are in a different world. Yes, there is fear. There is isolation. There is sickness. And there is even death. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I am Dea Waruwu from Public Senior High School at Sidamanik, and in this time I would like to deliver my speech about online school during pandemic. Virtual instructor in front of virtual whiteboard, delivering virtual bullet points. I'm pretty sure when we talk of using virtual system in education, this is what we had in mind. Unfortunately, this is what e-learning looks like today, and no one's learning anything from it. Think about how absurd that is. So how did we get here? Our earliest instincts around education are actually based on storytelling. People telling other people's stories. People teaching other people using human stories. It's how we learn, and it's how we communicate. First, for about 40,000 years, now we have beautiful, scalable, mobile-enabled learning that we can use to teach people on opposite ends of the world the same thing at the same time. Ladies and gentlemen, the coronavirus is changing our lives as we know it on a daily life. The COVID-19 pandemic has impacted all of us in many ways. We are all living the tidal circle and missing our routines that we used to take for granted with friends, classmates, and our teacher. In this pandemic, we do all things at home, including online learning. Online learning is present as a form of learning innovation in 4.0 era that can be used by everyone. With online learning, we can study anywhere, anytime, and with anyone. At first, we might think that this is so easy to do. Why not? We just need to stay at home, drinking coffee while studying, listening music while working, having much time to sleep, watch, and even to play a game. Various virtual learning features are developed and used by teachers and students to keep interacting and learning. But the government forgot that Indonesia is not a country with a population that has an equal economic status. There are still many people who are less fortunate. There are still many villages with bad connection. And even, there are still many students who doesn't have smartphone. So, how about the quota? How about the teamwork? Even if we have smartphone, how can we deal with this situation? Actually, there have been so many solutions for this problem that given by the government or school. For example, the school have prepared computer lab for the students who doesn't have smartphone and also give free quota to support the learning. But the question is this the only problem? No. This obstacle is not only felt by students but also teachers. Maybe online learning can be done well and very well by the young teacher who are able to use technology. But how about the teacher who is still featuring the use of technology? It will be more difficult. Now, in a matter of weeks, the coronavirus is changing how students are educated around the world. Those changes give us a glimpse at how education could change for the better or the worse in the long term. We live in a time where you can work from anywhere, where you can study anytime, where you can still make the life you always wanted, do it for your future. Now, I want to ask you some questions, especially for students. How do you study in this pandemic? Are you excited? Do you get something to learn? Or do you get a new insight? Answer it yourself. But I'm sure you spend most of your time by laying down watching just do the same thing. We don't get something to learn. We get no insight. We don't have something special in our day. We just walk like running water. All we get is just brightness. All we get is just a temporary happiness. There is no more desire to study. We all get nothing. When you guys have nothing, imagine what you could do and who you could be. Yes, there is fear, but there doesn't have to be hate. Yes, there is isolation, but there doesn't have to be online. Yes, there is sickness, but there doesn't have to be disease of the soul. Yes, there is even death, but there can always be a river of love. Now, right now, I don't know when this will end. I don't know when this pandemic will end. No one knows. But I do know one thing, that it will end one day, and that day we shall look back on what we've gone through, learn, and survive. This pandemic will end, because nothing lasts forever. Our condition right now will not be our conclusion. I am Dea Waruwu, thank you, and keep healthy.